Hello, this is Shiv Chopra. I'm speaking from Ottawa on Rabindranath Tagore's essay called Robbery of the Soil. He wrote that in 1922. It's as relevant today as it was then. The standard of living in modern civilization has been raised far higher than the average level of our necessity. The strain which this entails serves at the outset to increase our physical and mental alertness. The claim upon our energy accelerates growth. This, in its turn, produces activity that expresses itself by raising life's standard still higher. When this standard attains a degree that's a great deal above the normal, it encourages the passion of greed. The temptation of an inordinately high level of living, which was once confined only to a small section of the community, becomes widespread. The burden is sure to prove fatal to the civilization, which puts no restraint upon the emulation of self-indulgence. In the geography of our economic world, the ups and downs produced by inequalities of fortune are healthy only within a moderate range. In a country divided by the constant interruption of steep mountains, no great civilization is possible, because in such places the natural flow of communication is always difficult. Like mountains, large fortunes and the enjoyment of luxury are also high walls of segregation. They produce worse divisions in society than any physical barriers. Where life is simple, wealth does not become too exclusive. Owners of individual property find no great difficulty in acknowledging their communal responsibility. In fact, wealth can even become the best channel for social communication. In former days in India, public opinion levied heavy taxes upon wealth, and most of the public works of the country were voluntarily contributed by the rich. The water supply, medical help, education, and amusement were naturally maintained by men of property through a spontaneous sense of mutual obligation. This was made possible because the limits set to individual right of self-indulgence were narrow, and surplus wealth easily followed the channel of social responsibility. In such a society, civilization was supported by strong pillars of property, and wealth gave opportunity to the fortunate for self-sacrifice. But with the rise of standard of living, property changes its aspect. It shuts the gate of hospitality, which is the best means of social communication. Its owners display their wealth in an extravagance which is self-centered. This creates envy and irreconcilable class division. In other words, property becomes antisocial.